Greetings, Cubs. Welcome or welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a dynamic reading of Kai and Baekhyun. This reading was brought to you by my lovely Patreon Cubs. I have a Cub who had purchased this reading. I didn't get back to them to know if they wanted to be shouted out or not. So for now I'm going to keep it anonymous. But shout out to the Cub that purchased this reading. We're going to go ahead and get into this Kai and Baekhyun dynamic reading. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to start? I haven't decided what deck I wanted to start off with yet. But since this is in hand, I guess we'll go ahead and start off with this oracle. Alright. So I'm going to... What is that? Oh, it's a plane. Okay. So I'm going to have Kai to my left, Baekhyun to my right. So let's go ahead and get an overall feeling from Kai to Baekhyun. Okay, well, since it's two, I'm going to leave it on the table. And then Baekhyun towards Kai. Interesting. Okay, cool. This bad boy right here. I'm going to pull some more cards before I start going over these. Because. No, I have to. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, are these damaged? Okay, let's try to work with this anyway. So Kai towards Baekhyun is the third one that's here. And then Baekhyun towards Kai. They really did. Okay, well. Are they stuck together? Oh no. This is why I don't let people touch my stuff. Okay. So starting off with Kai towards Baekhyun, we have help from above and procrastination. And so I feel like starting off, Kai kind of sees Baekhyun. Kai kind of sees Baekhyun as someone I honestly want to say he can learn from, and also someone who helps him and encourages him. But at the same time, he also sees Baekhyun as someone, and this is interesting because I think Baekhyun's having another comeback, I believe. So I don't see it as, I personally don't see it as, I personally don't think Baekhyun procrastinates, but we talking about Kai. Kai sees Baekhyun as someone who kind of hesitates too much to do things or put his best foot forward. Meanwhile, starting off, Baekhyun is just like, you know, soulmate, that's his love, you know, that's his baby, that's, you know, he's like, that's just somebody who he was meant to be with. And then we have continuing to Kai, we have the Princess and the Pea, sensitivity, the Wood Maiden, trust, and then we have brother and sister, transformation. Notice the Bambi here, the deer here made me think Bambi. So trust, love, just that's just his, that's his member who's close to him, like a family member. And but you know, it seems to be like there is a caution when it comes to Baekhyun. There's a form of a caution, and I don't know why. Maybe it is the sensitivity, but there's something about Baekhyun that I also want to say is a little, maybe fragile. But it's something about him that, like, Kai kind of feels like sometimes he has to approach him with caution. Like, he has faith in Baekhyun, he trusts Baekhyun, all of that and everything. And it's just sometimes he's like, I don't know, maybe, you know, if I say something to him now, you know, that can make him feel really bad. Or maybe if I say something to him at this moment, it's like he's sort of, I feel like it's fragile, and I feel like this has to do with communication. Like if Kai said something even in a joking manner, like him knowing that he has to be careful because Baekhyun may take something to heart. Like an example I can give is like maybe him jokingly making fun of something Baekhyun wore in a music video, and him thinking it's all jokey jokes, it wasn't serious, and then realizing Baekhyun actually was kind of embarrassed by this thing or really sensitive about it, or then kind of constantly, you know, worrying about that one thing, and it's just like, it's not that deep. I was just joking. I was just making fun of you. So there's a sort of caution and apprehensiveness that comes from Kai to Baekhyun, like him wanting to be kind of careful with certain things that he may say or do around Baekhyun, because he feels like they hit Baekhyun a lot more than Baekhyun may initially let on that they do. Okay. Baekhyun, we have jealousy, choice, and dedication. Now, I wasn't expecting the jealousy thing, but it's almost kind of interesting because, like I said before, like Kai sees Baekhyun as someone who kind of, he hesitates a little bit too much to do what he wants and what he's supposed to do, or hesitates a little bit to come forward in things and put his best foot forward. And so it's very interesting with this jealousy, choice, and dedication, because I feel like Baekhyun, doesn't understand how Kai, I guess, works in a sense. Like, he doesn't understand. The best way I can put it is he don't understand how Kai does what he does the way that he does it. And like, he's just kind of like, how are you so dedicated to stick to this role, this idea, this whatever it is that he's doing? It's like there's an envy, there is a sort of, he kind of looks up to Kai in a sense, or looks to Kai for, I'm not sure what it is, but there is a sense of kind of looking to Kai as if there's something about Kai that he wants for himself, like he wishes that he could do, or he wishes that he could encompass. And meanwhile, Kai is looking at Baekhyun like Baekhyun is super talented and he has all these gifts, and he doesn't understand why he hesitates to use them. That's kind of what it gives me. It gives me like both of them kind of admire and like a thing about each other, except Kai's is more so like, why don't you use your stuff? And then Baekhyun's more so like, I wish I had what you had, or I wish I had the gall or gumption to do what you do. So that's very interesting. It's especially interesting to me because, like I said, I think Baekhyun actually releases more music than Kai, and I feel like Baekhyun is very more upfront and out there with whatever he wants to do, but you know, whatever. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, Kai towards Baekhyun. What's Kai feeling towards Baekhyun? And Baekhyun towards Kai. So, Kai towards Baekhyun. Kai, once again, because even movement, choices, and decision, which we even have choice, that also showed up in Baekhyun's side over here. I'm going to leave this one in reverse. So we have base chakra, and base chakra is about his grounding and stability. And then we also have movement, choice, and decision in reverse over here. Again, it's like Kai is like, you do not use all of you. He feels like Baekhyun does not use all of the skills that he may have to the best of their ability. He also thinks that Baekhyun needs to move. I think he thinks Baekhyun needs to move faster and better, because he's like, he's just sitting there like, you have so much that you could be offering and you don't use it. He's like, you don't use it like you're supposed to. He doesn't get it. He's like, why are you sitting there? And I need to find another USB like port so my freaking chart, my lamp thing doesn't overheat it, because it keeps overheating and dying. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, he's like, you have a lot of skills and you just don't do right by yourself. He feels like Baekhyun does not do right by himself. He doesn't, he misses opportunities. He's like, I don't understand what you're doing, how you're acting this way, and then, you know, then you want to be sad. You want to be sad or upset or sensitive about things. And Kai's kind of like, but you have all the talent and ability to do better than what I do, more than what I do. So I think that's also why Kai feels like he has to be careful or tiptoe around Baekhyun to a degree, because he's like, Baekhyun is very sensitive, and I think Baekhyun is very sensitive to what Kai says and what he does. Meanwhile, Baekhyun, crown chakra, has how he sees Kai, crown chakra, and temptation. Now, temptation came out in reverse, but this isn't necessarily a card I would just kind of read in reverse. But crown chakra, he feels like Kai is very smart and tactical in the way he moves. Even with temptation, I think this also plays into kind of Kai's sort of sexy role, or like, you know, that being his thing, being sexy and alluring in that sense. And Baekhyun may have envy over that, like why he's able to pull that off so easily. I'm not sure. But that's kind of like, he's seeing like, how do you, Baekhyun kind of sees him like, how are you so, how do you, I think it's really like, how do you know how to use yourself and your qualities so well? And I think that's what it comes down to. Both of them, you know, they don't really have much going on that I see so far, besides almost like business skill, like business and skills. They're like, almost like admiring each other and trying to figure out how how they work, how they both work, and why certain things works for one more than the other, why certain themes work more for one than the other, vice versa. It just seems like it's kind of like a very skill or career orientated kind of interaction that's between them. So I'm going to go ahead and use my love oracle and just see what's going on with Kai. Again, just some more things for Kai towards Baekhyun, and then vice versa. And we'll just close out with seeing how their relationship develops. Okay. Anything else from Kai towards Baekhyun? Okay, well, Baekhyun towards Kai. Okay, something did flip over here. So, oh, is it two? Two flipped over. Is that it? Okay. Anything else for Kai before I go? Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So from Kai to Baekhyun, we have Girl with a Snake, Empath, Narcissist, Paradigm, Being Charmed or Used, Enable Boundaries. And then we also have Ascending, Transcending Obstacles, Learning, Expansion, New Phase, Preparing for Union. For Baekhyun, we have Cupid's Arrow. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, meeting, hesitation. Hesitation is being brought up again. Like, again, Kai's like, you procrastinate too much. Is how what I was saying, that it seems like he was telling him that he procrastinates too much. He doesn't jump on the opportunities that he should jump on when they arise. Or Hand of Cards, take a chance, a risk, strategic, being strategic, options, not showing hands, gambling. Again, take a chance, take a risk. It's like Baekhyun doesn't do that. Like, at least that's how it's described from Kai towards Baekhyun. It's almost like he's like, what? I don't understand what's going on. We also have healthy choices, making healthy choices, and love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. That's what we have on Baekhyun's side. On back to Kai. Yeah, I feel like Kai, even with the Girl with the Snake, it says empath, narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used. I feel like with this empath and narcissism thing going on, I do feel like Kai, like I said, is very sensitive to Baekhyun's feeling, knowing Baekhyun is sensitive. And I also feel like Kai himself, even though he's trying to be more aware of what he says and how he says it, I feel like Kai comes off to Baekhyun as a narcissist and vice versa in some ways, because Kai may speak in ways that, again, may not seem like something big to him, like, he's just playing around, or he's just, being playfully competitive, whereas to Baekhyun it may come off a little differently. I also feel like this is vice versa. Like, I also feel like there are certain things that, Baekhyun does or is capable of doing, that Kai could be like, okay, girl, you didn't have to do all that, but go off. Other than that, I really do feel like Baekhyun has the more insecurities. I feel like Baekhyun has the more insecurities, and he kind of projects onto Kai. Like, I feel like he projects onto Kai. So Kai, even if he's playing around, like, it's kind of like he takes it way too seriously. So even with Ascending, it says transcending obstacles and learning new phase. But let's stop at transcending obstacles. It goes back to me talking about Kai feeling like he has to tiptoe around Baekhyun sometimes, as to not kind of like maybe hurt his feelings, or as to not kind of trigger his sensitivity on certain subjects. So it seems like Kai has to be kind of careful when it comes to him, like almost like but anyway, moving on. Meanwhile, Baekhyun still has opportunities flowing his way that he does not jump on. That's just really what it comes down to. There's nothing really too big that I'm seeing between these two, other than small issues of maybe enviousness and jealousy, a little bit of admiration and for each other, but also it's paired with annoyance, because I think both of these two have these sort of egos, and instead of just acknowledging that each of them are very great in different areas, it's kind of like they're both envious of the thing that each other is great in, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards to see what's next for these two. right. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything big happening. I really just see them kind of continuing on with their lives. There's nothing really going on with them too much. Like, you know, maybe one watching while the other one promotes in the background, and, you know, them being happy. Everyone just kind of being happy. I don't see anything really big going on between these two. I don't, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, kind of like still miscommunications that way happen. Like they kind of still kind of are a little reckless when it comes to communicating with each other. But outside of that, there's nothing really big going on between Kai and Baekhyun. So this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you again next time in the Lion's Den. Bye!